Good morning, students. Today I am going to continue with the same lesson, that is chapter number 5th, towards green energy of science 2. Last time we have studied some topics as energy and use of energy, generation of electrical energy, thermal energy based on electric power station, and so on. So, we have seen in thermal energy there were some problems. What are those problems? Let us recall. First, air pollution due to burning of coal. When the burning of coal is there, then there is emission of some gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, etc., which are harming to our health. What is the second problem? That when the emission of gases due to burning of coal takes place, then soot particles too are coming out. Now, children, what are soot particles? Soot particle mean unburned carbon particles are called as the soot particles. This also cause the serious health problems to our respiratory tract. The third problem is there that there are limited sources of the coal. So in future there will be problem for the availability of the coal. Today we are starting with the new topic, that is the power plant based on the nuclear energy. Here in diagram you can see the schematic of the nuclear power plant, can see the structure of this power plant. Let us start the topic. In the power plant, which is based on the nuclear energy, the steam turbine is used to rotate the generator. And here, the energy which is released to split or by fusion of nuclei. Fusion means to split of nuclei of atoms like the uranium or plutonium is used to generate the steam of high temperature and high pressure. The energy in the steam rotates the turbine, which in turn drives the generator, and then there is production of electricity. So, this way, in this power plant, which is based on nuclear energy, there is production of electrical energy taking place. So, we'll see here, children. One flow chart is there. I hope you all can see this flow chart. It is given here that nuclear reactor for the nuclear fission. So, I'll enlarge and show you the nuclear reactor for nuclear fission. That means whenever the nuclear fission takes place, then nuclear reactors are used. Then system for the steam generation from the water. That means here in the boiler the water is boiled. Now, here fuel is used as uranium or plutonium. Let us see now system for conversion of steam back into the water. That means this water is used and reused in the boiler. Due to that boiling of water, the steam is formed. This steam moves to the steam turbine. Further, this steam turbine moves to the magnet of generator, and this way in nuclear power plant the electrical energy is generated. So here with the help of flow chart I tried to make you understand how the electrical energy is produced. Now let me highlight some points for you children. Let me see here. Here the energy released see this point I am highlighting. You have to learn carefully this point, children. Okay, now see, I highlighted this point for you that the energy released by the fission. Fission means to split the nuclei of the atoms like uranium or plutonium is used to generate the steam of high temperature. Now flow chart also you have studied. Let me see that here the nuclear energy is converted into thermal energy. Thermal energy means heat energy. This thermal energy is converted into kinetic energy of steam. So that means water changed to steam. This kinetic energy of steam is further converted into kinetic energy which is provided to the turbine, and finally the kinetic energy of turbine is converted into electrical energy. So the step by step transformation of the energy we can see here in the next flow chart. Let us see the next flow chart, that is energy transformation in nuclear power plant. Let me tell you that first the nuclear energy is there that converted to the after the bombardment of the radiation of other neutron particle, it is changed to the thermal energy. Then it changed to kinetic energy in steam. Then further this kinetic energy in turbine, it is going and rotating the turbine, and further in the last the electrical energy is generated. So this is all about the energy transformation in the nuclear power plant. So I hope you might have understood this topic here. Now we will start further topic. Before that you have to understand something, that inside how the structure of the nucleus is there, because further I'll teach you some isotopes, some regarding nucleus and all. So let us see now inside the nucleus what are three particles. As you all know, these three particles are neutron, proton and electron. These three particles are there, but out of these two particles, neutron and proton, are present inside the nucleus, while the electron are revolving around the nucleus. So during the process of nuclear fission, the nucleus undergoes the fission, that means it splits up due to the natural radiation or due to the bombardment of the other neutrons on it. So during this fission, a huge amount of energy is released, which is called as the nuclear energy or atomic energy. So I hope you might have understood now this what is the nuclear energy and how it is formed. Now before going to the or before proceeding to the next topic, let me tell you what are isotopes. Isotopes are the variant of a particular chemical element which differ in neutron number and consequently in mass number, but natural that if the neutron number will be different, then the mass number will also become different, because you know how we remove the mass number by adding the proton plus neutrons. All isotopes of a given element have the same number of a given element, so they have the same number of proton but different number of the neutrons in each atom. Now as example you can see here the diamond and graphites are the isotopes of the carbon in this. So this is all about the isotope. Hope you might have understood what are isotopes. Now let me come to the next this thing topic, that here you can see here that when neutron is bombarded on atom of uranium 235, it absorb the neutron of neutron, as well as it convert into the isotope of uranium 236. You can see here it converts into the isotope of uranium 236. Uranium 236, being extremely unstable, converts into the atom of barium and krypton through a process of fission, releasing 3 neutrons and 200. Here it is written, children, 200 MeV energy. What is the meaning of MeV? Million electron volt energy. The 3 neutrons generated in this process cause fission of 3 other uranium 235 atoms, releasing more energy. So now let me highlight some points for you. Just wait, children. See this point. The 3 neutrons generated to this process cause fission of 3 other uranium 235 atoms, releasing more energy. So this way we can see here, children, that how if one three these particles are formed, 3 neutrons are generated, and again this 3 neutron will again give do the fission process, and again they will release 3. So this way how this process will be going on. So here this this reaction is unstable, when it is going on it is highly reactive, and here they convert into the particle of the barium and krypton, plus 3 neutron are formed, that already I explained you. Here barium is a chemical element with the symbol barium, Ba, and atomic number is 56. It is the fifth element in group 2. Now krypton is a chemical element with the symbol Kr, and atomic number is 36. It is a member of group 18, that is noble gases element. Now you can see here figure, children, the neutrons which are released in this reaction, they have the more energy through the fission of more uranium nuclei. This process of fission of uranium 235 atoms continues and is called the chain reaction. Let me underline this point for you, children. I am underlining this point. Just read out with this and see. It is an important point for you. So I have underlined here. You can see here now. So you can see here now, children, that how the chain reaction takes place. Now here one diagram is there that I'll show you. First you can see the nuclear fission chain reaction here. Here the neutrons absorption takes place on uranium, that is a radioactive substance, and after the nuclear fission you can see barium and krypton are formed, and three particles or three neutrons are generated. These three neutrons further they are releasing, or they are bombarded to the uranium 235 and releasing more energy. That is shown in this chain reaction. Just see in the figure, it will be clear to you. This is a chain reaction, or we may tell as nuclear fission. Now let us come to this power plant. Let me see this power plant. Here you can see how the structure of this power plant is there. So first here control pod is there, then through the pump uh, it goes to the boiler, then in the condenser, then the warm water reach to the cooling tower, and here the turbine is shown. That turbine, due to the steam, it moves to the magnet of the generator. So this way the full process takes place. So a nuclear plant or a nuclear power plant does not use fossil fuels like the coal. Therefore, problem like the air pollution do not arise. As well as if sufficient nuclear fuel is available, this can be a good source of electrical energy. There are few problems again related with the nuclear power generation. What is the first problem, children? The products after the fission of nuclear fuel are also radioactive, and they also emit the harmful radiation. So the product which are as the nuclear waste, they should be disposed properly or safely, so that uh, the other harmful effects will not arise, as well as it is a threat also, or it is a challenge for the scientist. Now an accident in the nuclear power plant also can be fatal. This is because the accident may result in release of very harmful radiation. So let me highlight some important point for this. See here, children. A nuclear power plant does not use fossil fuel like the coal. This is one important point you can see here. Next important point, further I'll show you here, wait. Let me highlight the other important point for you. See children, the products after fission of nuclear fuel, the products after fission of nuclear fuels are also radioactive and emit harmful products are called as a nuclear waste. So I hope this point will be clear to all of you children. Now let me proceed with the power generation plant based on energy of natural gas. See the next topic children. Power generation plant based on energy of natural gas. This topic you can see clearly, I think. So let me start. In this plant, the turbine is running by the gas at very high temperature and pressure generated by the combustion of the natural gas. So here again we can see one flow chart which is showing us various stages in the power generation which is based on the natural gas energy. Let us see this 5.12 arrangement in power plant based on energy of natural gas. So let me tell you, first all let me highlight some important point for you again here. See in this plant, see children, in this plant the turbine is run by a gas at very high temperature and by combustion of natural gas. So let us see now here flow chart children. Here the compressor for pressurized air is there, and due to that the pressure on the air is created that goes to the combustion chamber. Further, it due to this combustion, the we can see here it moves the turbine, and due to the movement of turbine the generators is also working, or the magnet in generator move, and due to that the electrical energy is generated. So this is all about the arrangement of power plant based on energy of natural gas. This is flow chart for that. So you can see here easily now. Now there are three main sections in this type of the plant. The pressurized air is introduced into the combustion chamber, that already I explained you in the flow chart, using a compressor. In the combustion chamber, the natural gas burn in presence of the air, and the gas at very high temperature and pressure is generated in this chamber, due to which the turbine runs. The turbine then drives the generator to produce the electricity. Now, step by step, further we'll see the flow chart, that is 5.13. Let us see now here. The kinetic energy which is present in the natural gas, it is a chemical energy, not the kinetic energy. The chemical energy which is present in the natural gas, this energy further creating the kinetic energy are generated due to the combustion of the natural gas. Further, this kinetic energy moves the turbine and ultimately the electrical energy is formed. So this is the flow chart regarding this transformation of energy in power plant using energy of natural gases. So I hope you might have understood this point. Now let me underline few points which are important for you. So I'll highlight here some points. There are three main sections in this type of the plant. Pressurized air is introduced into the combustion chamber. Using a compressor in the combustion chamber, the natural gas burns in presence of the air. The gas at very high temperature and pressure generated in this chamber which runs the turbine. The turbine then drives the generator to produce electricity. So this way here the electricity is produced. So hope you might have understood. Now let us see the efficiency of this type of power generation plant is higher than that of the power generation plant based on the coal. Moreover, since the natural gas does not contain the sulfur, so burning of natural gas result in the less pollution. The schematic of the power plant based on natural gas diagram or the figure is given here. You can see in the figure. So there is one activity for you. You have to think over it. Which electricity generation process is eco-friendly and which one is not. Now let us see here the schematic of power plant based on the natural gases. See here, fuel is there. Further it goes to the combustion chamber. Due to that combustion, the gas turbine moves, and further the emission of gases takes place, and due to the movement of turbine, the generator also start moving, and further the electrical energy is generated. So this way we can see here, children, that how the schematic of power plant based on natural gases work. So this diagram you have to draw in homework. It is important diagram. Now let us see here that some natural gas which are based power plant and their capacity where they are situated. First is the Samralkota, which is in the state of Andhra Pradesh. The capacity is 2620 megawatt. Then Anjanvel is there, that is in Maharashtra. Capacity is 2220 megawatt. Then Bhavana is there, that is present in Delhi. The capacity is 1500 megawatt. Then Kondapalli is there, that is present in Andhra Pradesh. The capacity is 1466. So the use of energy is unavoidable, but in our day to day life, it is necessary that we have to use carefully and only in required amount. Why? Because you can see the example of this nowadays, this corona pandemic, that nowadays you can see here that all are suffering. Even so many industries are closed, even so many factories are closed, so many persons are jobless. Why? Because of this pandemic. So those who have put some money in the bank, or those who have saved some money for the future, they are not suffering much. But those who are daily earner, or those who don't save the money, mean whatever money they get, that time they just spending the money, so they are sufferer now. So same way here we can see that if whatever God gave us, whatever nature gave us, that energy, uh, we had to use very carefully, because in future generation, then future generation will suffer, as well as we also will suffer in future. So we had to be very careful. As you know that how without money we cannot survive, because to buy the food we want money, to buy the clothes we want money. Same way, for doing our work or for doing any activity we need the energy. So it is unavoidable, mean without energy we cannot survive, but we had to be careful that we should take care of the energy. So here I stop this topic, children. I hope you might have enjoyed and you might have understood the topic clearly. Thank you, children.